Triple kill!
Woohoo! Hey everybody, my name is Eric. Welcome to a quick review of Resident Evil 3 Remake. The remake of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. So, I've never played this game before until recently. And the reason was because, there was negativity back in the day when this game was released. And it held me off. Until recently, I found it for a very good price. And I thought to myself, you know what? You like Resident Evil games. For such a low price, what can go wrong? And in the meantime, I can tell you what I thought of the game. Do I agree with our fellow gamers and critics, or do I have my own opinion about it? So let's get into it. It's going to be a short review, so I'm not going to go into many details, just about a quick overlook of my experiences and, what I thought of the game. So let's do this. Okay then.
Alrighty then.
So, first of all, a little introduction to the game itself for anybody who hasn't played it yet. It's a follow-up to the first Resident Evil, and you play as one of the two protagonists also from the first game, Jill Valentine. And she is back in Raccoon City. She's in her apartment, but as you of course understand, this is not a love story, this is a zombie game, so things will get jiggy soon. Jill has to escape the city, and while she tries to escape, there's a lot of other things that will happen to slow her down, including big Mr. Nemesis, this big giant bioweapon guy will interrupt the game many times trying to kill you, and you have to escape from his... and you have to just basically escape this guy until you get to the next point. Oh, and also there's a secondary protagonist in the game. His name is Carlos. He will help you out, and you will also be able to play with him at certain points in the game. So that's basically what it is about. So let's get into other parts of the game. So first, let me talk about the graphics and the presentation. I think in this part, I don't think there's anything bad to say about the game. It's just like the other games that I'm used to from the Resident Evil franchise and most Capcom games. It looks very good, very well presented. The graphics are very crisp, clean. The colors really pop out at moments. The special effects. I mean, this is just what I expect from any Resident Evil game, and in this category, the game doesn't, for me at least, doesn't disappoint. I also didn't notice any frame drops, if there were any, but then again, I'm not somebody who usually notices these things, because I'm usually so focused on the game that usually little frame drops don't bother me. Presentation as well, the menu, the in-between cutscenes, it's all there, what I expect. And I think this is all perfectly fine and in line with any other Resident Evil game. So on this part of the game, I would say that's all very good. No complaints at all. So then I can speak about the sound and the music. And I would say that's the same with the graphics. It's just what I'm used to with Resident Evil. When I play the other Resident Evil games, this is exactly the same. Good sound effects. I felt that the surround sound was good. The music, the ambience music works really well. But also when there is a boss fight or something happens and the music starts playing to get a more tense moment to the game. What can I say? Nothing wrong again. So far, not bad. But now we get to the next part, the gameplay. And this is the most important part, if you ask me. And I think most of you would agree, because that's what we are here for, right? Playing the game. And if that doesn't work well, then what's the point? And yes, in this part, I would say the game does things well, and there's parts where the game definitely falls short. What does it do well? Well, the gameplay itself, let's say, the controls, the navigation for the levels, what you have to do, which is basic Resident Evil stuff where you have to just go from point A to B, but before you can get there, you have to find a key to unlock a certain door, or you have to solve a puzzle. And in the meantime, you will fight zombies or you will fight other creatures that exist in the Resident Evil landscape. So yeah, that's all there, and there's nothing that I can say is different from the other Resident Evil games. That's yeah, the same. But where the game definitely separates itself in this case, especially from the other two remakes, Resident Evil 2 and 4, I would say is the length of the game. Even though the original Resident Evil 3 was a shorter game compared to the previous installments, this one is even shorter.
That's what she said.
And yeah, that's a surprise to me. I know that they released the game, I think, 1 year after the remake of Resident Evil 2, but still, come on. It takes only 5 or 6 hours to get through the whole campaign, first playthrough. And that's very short for a AAA game. And I believe that the game also got released at full retail price. So yeah, that's very short. Even though afterwards there's challenges and you got some things that you can unlock, that still doesn't justify paying full price for this game. And yeah, that's definitely a big letdown. So I can understand why people were disappointed in this case. And that also kind of affects the whole story. I think because it's so short, I feel like the story is kind of rushed. It misses something to give it more body, to give it, make it more interesting. So in the end, you finish it after 5-6 hours and you're like, okay, that was it. Yes, that was it. And then the main part of the first game, I mean, it's in the title, Nemesis. And of course, in this game, I mean, he's present a lot. I feel also here they kind of dropped the ball on this one. Because when you look at Resident Evil 2 Remake, they introduced Mr. X in such an interesting way. I didn't expect this because I've played the original game and they changed it a lot, but in a very good way. And Mr. X was such an incredible experience. I mean, I didn't like it in a way because he's just making things difficult, but I gotta say, it was, yeah, a memorable experience trying to stay away from him while he's, chasing you down. Even if he has maybe lost you, he will try to search for you. He will open doors, and you can hear that. And it was such a great moment in the game. Oh, several moments. So you think, okay, Resident Evil 3, Nemesis is gonna be maybe even, or at least the same, or even they will take it to the next level. And I gotta say, yeah, in one way they take it to the next level. It's about the action and the lethal, like how lethal he is, the lethalness, if that's a word. So yeah, in that case they stepped it up. He's faster, he's stronger, he can kill you a lot quicker. But it's just the moment he appears, you just need to escape and run. Just run.
It's a race. It's a race. I'm winning. I'm winning.
And find where you have to go to. Usually you know which way you have to go, so just go that way, stay out of his reach, and reach that point. And once you do that, that's over. Nemesis is done, and he will return, of course, but just for a moment there, you will have escaped his grasp, and you can continue the campaign. So yeah, these were the points that for me were let down. So in the end, was the game worth paying for it? If you get it at a very good discount, it's, in my opinion, absolutely worth getting the game. If you like Resident Evil games, I think you will still enjoy it. As long as you know that it's one it's going to be very short. 2, don't expect the same kind of experience as with Mr. X in Resident Evil 2, because it's just going to be very different, more action focused, and just escape going from point A to point B. And yeah, instead of just this sort of cat and mouse game that you have with Mr. X. So yeah, is it worth it? Like I say, yes, I think so. For the right price, absolutely. Was it worth it when it was released? Absolutely not. I don't think it was. And yeah, I do kind of agree with the people back then, the criticism. So in the end, I'm on their side about this. But I don't want to say it's a bad game. I just think for the right price, it's a great game. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so that was it. I guess we reached the end of the video already. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe even. And don't be shy to leave a comment. I will always try to reply. And see you in the next video. Okay? Goodbye, bye. What was that? Goodbye, bye. Goodbye, bye. Okay. Goodbye, guys. See ya.